penny stocks, 4 big swings next week. What is happening, investors? It is your boy Jack. I am not a financial advisor. I got the clothing line to prove that fact. And today we have 5 penny stocks to watch for some big swings next week, my friends. So we did a video like this last week where I went through 5 different penny stocks that, I had on my watch list. They were all swing trades in my mind, so, I can make money on the way up, I can make money on the way down. I don't really plan on holding any of them long. We covered OEG when they were at $3.40. We closed the week at $4 a share. They actually made highs of $4.89. You can see we broke out of this triangle. We made a nice upwards move. Now we have another wedge forming. We're going to have to see what happens Monday. That was a nice one. There was some nice moves there, some nice swings to be made multiple times throughout the week. We called PTE at 132. You can see they made highs of 186 and closed the week at 107 again. Doesn't matter if they go up or down, you can make money either way. We called ATNF at 257, they closed the week at 310. TRXC we call at 116, and they actually closed the week up here at about $2.04 a share. This is actually one I did play. We made some nice money here. And then last but not least, we have BNGO. We called these at 470. We initially spoke about them at about 170. Yeah, they made some nice moves. So all of these stocks could make it again onto the watch list for next week. All of them are still very volatile, and I expect all of them to have, 10, 20, 30% days one direction or the other next week again. But I'm going to bring you 5 new stocks, baby. We're not going to use the same 5 stocks. So right before we do get into the first company of today, can I please ask you to hit that juicy like button? Drop me a comment down below. Let me know what's on your penny stock watch list for next week. And please, my friend, if you are indeed new around here, hit that juicy red subscribe button. Also, if you're interested in joining my Discord, that is the first link in the description. You get to join a community of nearly 1,500 investors. You get access to all of my buy and sell alerts, both long-term positions and swing trades. We did make 2 or 3 last week and we made money on them all, so happy days. And if you want 4 free stocks on Webull, that's the second link in the description, my friends. You got to sign up, deposit $100. 2 of those stocks are valued up to $3,700 each. That's a lot of penny stocks, my friends. So the first company I want to speak about is TAUG, Tauriga Sciences, and this is actually one I made a full video on in the past. I'm not sure exactly where it was. I think it was at about 7 or 8 cents a share, so they've had some really nice moves since then. You can see they closed the week at right about 15 cents a share. One of the primary reasons I'm including these guys on my watch list for next week is this, okay? They're taking immediate steps to strengthen its board of directors and corporate governance protocols with aim towards future uplist to a national stock exchange. So right now, again, they're 15 cents a share. They are traded on the OTC markets. It looks like they want to get NASDAQ listed, which represents a disgusting amount of upside in itself. These guys are a revenue generating, diversified life science company. And when I made my full video on these guys, I did say I see some long-term potential here. Now, I'm not willing to invest just yet, but I'll trade anything, baby. But this could be quite a large catalyst in itself, just the fact that they're looking to strengthen its board of directors, my friends. Now, the last 2 weeks in general have been quite slow. We've been trading in this range of about 14 cents to 19.5 cents, which obviously is quite a big range, but there hasn't been any absolutely insane movements. Another reason I'm including them is if you look on the 1 hour chart and you look at the technicals, we're a little bit oversold, but looking to want to go up. The MACD may well be crossing to turn bullish, and we're right at the bottom of a pretty prominent area of support. I think we could be in for a nice upwards move. Now, how long it lasts, it could be 10 minutes, 20 minutes, it could be 3 or 4 days. But I do think this is one to have on the watch list for next week. It's traditionally not as volatile as a lot of the other penny stocks, but that doesn't matter. You can still make money, baby. Okay, BUSXF, another OTC company. A lot of people looking for a video on these guys, and more than likely I'm going to have one for you soon, my friends, okay? Just be patient. You can see we've had some insane price action here. You can also see that it doesn't look like it wants to make an upward move anytime soon. You can also see that we recently filled in a gap, so this is one thing that would lead me to believe there may be a little bit of consolidation before any really prominent upward move is made. One of the guys on my Discord dropped this awesome DG in there for me, so shout out to you, Chris. They're trading at $2.50, and this is all info from the CEO, William Trainer. They produce mid-sized buses. They're an EV stock. They have a 90% share / penetration of the Canadian market of their bus type. They are focused currently on breaking into the US market. They currently produce and sell their product, delivering 50 million in orders, which is about 100 buses before Q2. In the process of uplisting to the NASDAQ within 4 to 6 months. Q1 and Q2 are expected to be the best quarters this company has had, will report significant financial gains. How do you present insider investment? Institutional investors have started to invest. They're gaining a lot of momentum in the world of retail investors as well. Now, I'm going to be honest, my friends, I could see this one being a long-term investment, but I have not started my due diligence yet. I've only done the very basics. So that's why I'm including them in today's video, because I mean, you can swing pretty much anything. But I do think these guys have long-term potential. Now again, I have to do a lot more research, but I want to make you guys aware of them sooner rather than later, baby. So you can see they have been on that really nice run up. They're up pretty much 100% from back at the start of January levels. They made highs of exactly $3 a share. They're currently $2.47 a share. We're going to see what happens. I'm going to be adding these to the top of my watch list. Trust me, these ones are high up there for me. Okay, so here is one that we did call in the Discord. I didn't get to play it, but I know a lot of the family ed on this one. A lot of guys got in at the high 340s, the low 350s, and played the run up all the way up to about 433. A lot of people got their 20+% in here, which in a span of 20 to 30 minutes, you really can't complain. But I still think we have to watch these guys closely. We made some really nice moves, but I don't think the big moves are done here by any means whatsoever. Friday, you can see they went up 61%, my friends. And that was after even a little bit of a pullback from the top. Now, I did make a full video on what these guys do. Some of you guys may remember it. They're the company who is innovating women's reproductive health therapeutics. I think that the services they offer are extremely important. And for that reason, I really hope that the company does well. And it looks like they're set up to do very well in my personal opinion. They have a few primary products, okay? Yestelthi has the potential to relieve symptoms of heavy menstrual bleeding due to uterine fibroids. We have ebopiprant, okay? The potential to delay preterm birth to improve newborn health and reduce medical costs. This one to me is disgustingly important, okay? And I think the world needs a product like this. We also have nolaziban, which has the potential to improve live birth rate following IVF and embryo transfer. Now again, in my video I made about these guys, I see a lot of long-term potential here, and now they are up at nearly $4 a share. But short-term, I see a lot of volatility. I mean, if you look at this, the 14th of January, we're at pretty much $2.10 a share. We shot all the way up briefly to $4.39. If I bring you to the 5-minute chart, I have some sort of an area of support right around $3.33. That's where I was looking for an entry personally. We fell just short of it, so I didn't get to get in. I got a little bit greedy, but that's okay with penny stock sometimes. But there is no really clear short-term area of support or long-term one in my opinion, until you get all the way back down to the very low 2s. Now this is one that I think I have the potential to play next week if we see a considerable pullback. I'll be watching that price action heavily. You can see on the hourly chart we are overbought and the MACD looks to turn bearish, so don't be surprised if there's a little pullback on Monday. Now we have another one, ticker symbol SENS. A lot of hype around these guys over the last couple of days. And you can see that here we made highs of 204, we came all the way back down to about 156, and it's a very similar chart to OBSV. I mean, you see that huge upward run of pretty much 100% before quite a considerable pullback. You see the MACD turning bearish, you see that we were overbought and we're coming back down to somewhat normal levels. So again, this is the kind of trade that I wouldn't chase. If the opportunity presents itself to me, I mean, if it screams buy, that's when I would play this one. But I want to show you guys the 5-minute chart, because this is what I look at a lot of time when I make my swings. I mean, if I can get out with 20% profit in 10 to 30 minutes, I'm happy, and we've already done that twice this month. Obviously, you're going to have to usually hold a little bit longer if you're looking for your 50 to 100%ers, but I mean, when I make 20% in 10 minutes, I'm happy. The 5-minute chart is telling an ever so slightly different story. You can see that we may be in for a little bit of an upward move judging off the technicals before that pullback happens. So you're going to be able to play this either way. You can play it on the way up or on the way down. I think we're going to see a really big swing Monday or Tuesday with this one though, my friends. So do be cautious and be careful with the amount of money you're putting into them. Of course, that goes for every single penny stock we speak about though. Never overextend. Try not to get greedy. Don't be going all in, because things can go wrong very quickly. Now again, similarly to OBSV, this is a company that I think is doing really amazing things, and I really want them to do well, and I did make a full video on them. But essentially, they're in the pharmaceutical company behind the SENS CGM system, which is a sensor for patients with diabetes that is placed under the skin. So you get constant glucose blood monitoring. That's what CGM stands for. You know, generally people with diabetes, they have to prick themselves, take a blood sample, and that tells them. This is constant, and you don't have to prick yourself. So it could be real life-changing technology for a lot of people out there. They have a few models that they're looking for FDA approval in this year and over the next 3 years. So they do have some upcoming long-term catalysts. But again, my friends, I'm not sold on this company from a long-term point of view just yet, okay? There is a few red signs, specifically in regards to their revenue compared to their valuation. But I'm happy to swing them. Now here's another one that we did call in the Discord group. It was one that I sold out of a little bit too quickly. I only made, I think it was just less than 10% on them, which isn't really ideal, but a lot of guys in there did make their 30 to 40%. So as long as the family's eating, I'm really happy. You will see just how insane that price action was. We were in a very prominent downward trend for a while, okay? We broke out, and this is where a lot of people started to get in. We went up, we came down very quickly, But later on in the week, they went on another immense, and I mean immense run. Very clear to see though, it is incredibly overbought. So yet again, I'm looking for a pullback for a potential entry to catch the way back up. 350 is an area that I would be looking towards. You can see that's where they peaked out before, and it's also where they made this huge 1 hour candle. I would be hoping that they don't make the way back down into this downward trend, because that would imply a whole lot of downside. With that being said, it's NASDAQ listed, sub $50 million market cap, which straight away screams volatility to you, even after this huge run up. I don't think the run has to be over yet, but I do think next week at some stage you're going to see a big red day in these guys, and that could be your opportunity to buy. But anyway, my friends, there are 5 penny stocks to add to your watch list for next week. Again, I would like to remind you guys, in regards to every single one of these, I'm looking at swinging them. I'm not looking at going long on any of them, and I probably won't trade all of them. Please don't get greedy with these. Don't go all in on them. Don't think that they have to go up. I mean, last week we made some really nice calls. It's inevitably going to make some poor calls at some stage, but as long as you have the right risk management, as long as you're not going too heavy, you're going to be okay in the long term, my friends. But anyway, guys, if you watch this video all the way till the end, you, my friend, are a true legend, and I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. If you did watch all the way till the end, could I please ask you to hit that juicy like button? Drop me a comment down below, and please, my friends, subscribe if you're new around here. If you are interested in joining that private Discord group, that's the first link in the description, my friends. I promise you, so much juicy value in there. Nearly 1,500 investors sharing their information with you all day, every day. All of my buy and sell alerts for our swing trades and for our long-term investments. Over 50 private channels. It's juicy. And if you want those free stocks on Webull, that's the second link, my friends. Anyway, guys, I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed day. I'll see you for another video later on. Peace.